Tinachara, Graracha, Ganoviso, Totorano Ka, Terando Noshmi Wanahoto, Rakichi Sa, Donasinto Norokipa Shakani, Rakichi Sa, Donasinto Norokipa Shakani, Dakosha, Nichotoro, Punta Chakorso Waman, Gotashjuna Rananashani, Visitisa Cholo, Jumkarataka, Chonobograwe, Tatiya Bahasanshan, Honka Kilikun.
There's another one for me.
I am 1BAD, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components, no refunds, and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods? Reinitializing complete. Greetings. Do you have any interest in my goods? That goes against my primary behavior programming. All items must be sold based on the most favorable market conditions. 1BAD cannot haggle. This is also a part of my primary behavior matrix. Market conditions all set to 0. All prices now set to base cost value. Do you have any interest in my goods?
This is Dagon Kent's place. He's not the best doctor you'll ever meet, but he's well connected in this city. Doesn't look like he's here right now, though.
You looking for Dagon? You're not gonna find him here. A soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects at the tower. From what I hear, Dagon Gent is one of them. It's the turret tower on the other side of the market. Captain Riken is the man to talk to. If you talk to him, tell him I got his 20 credits.
Back off, wormhead. This bounty's mine. Don't do something you might regret. There's soldiers all over this place.
Bawan madiransha, you can most kroon. Nande misoku kuran marenden krabanosot. Kavadumpa, mo wendido chokeremi norta kunyun wishchawa kachuba. Sura dachi morutuko gansa.
That's another one for me. That's another one for me.
General, we have found them again.
Have we, Tobin? Or is this a preface to another of your failures? Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi risk all of this just to come to Isis?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive, General. We were warned about that, but we still underestimated them. But the fools are here, in Isis. The intel on this is certain. I'm ordering men loyal to us to take care of them now.
I think I have an idea. Hold that order. Have her watched instead. The Jedi may prove a solution to another one of our persistent problems.
Kawanabota Tagwa Kankadiwa. Yutaka Alwanji Umalipa. Tues Mahawika Si Wawanta Mogu Ika Wansoba. Wakama Nurawa. Mogachi nota harembe wanachi. Drumpaba nakares magre. Kavadumba ku papa yimokata. Yuzuta monorcha das. Noma inso dizuko.
The rumor I've heard is that you don't fully agree with our queen and her supporters. If you aren't adverse to Queen Talia stepping down, we could use your help. It would be quite worth your while. I am a strong supporter of General Vaclu. The merchant quarter is an important area, not only financially but strategically as well. It is one of the few districts that is directly connected to the royal palace. The queen and her advisors are well aware of this and have ensured that the captains here are extremely loyal to her. This presents complications for Vaclu. If you could arrange for them to be removed from their command, you will be richly compensated. You can't attack them directly. The entire city would be after you if you assaulted their checkpoints. You may have to be subtle and patient. They don't have to be killed, just removed from command.
We're going to go after these captains, right? As long as we're not killing them, I'm on board. This could be quite lucrative for us. Together, this mission should be as easy as hunting calf hounds in a kennel.
Back again, Off-Worlder? I'm sure you have a starport visa. If I were you, I'd leave before too many more beast cages are stacked in the streets. We certainly do. He and several other people were picked up in connection to a murder. Captain Sullio. She was in charge of the starport checkpoint. A good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Dagon Gent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dagon out of custody.
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him. No way. We're under orders to make sure no one sees the murder suspects. Command is taking this very seriously. I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him deliberately killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sullio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, Command will cut him loose. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble. Stay out of trouble.
Donos imaragith, wanara gorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha, dosimana rachata. Dawacho sinu poendo rakawa ichirendumu moparama kawana abawasi. You kroren wan mapusiti nolara. Bo mababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu estricto natada be mabarjokto. Torenibu inturata sisi me burokra. In wamagro, me rangana noluja. Moka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. In wamagro, me rangana noluja.
You look like an off-worlder. My name's Galisi. I'm a checkpoint captain at the merchant quarter. If you're here for Juma juice, it's not that good. But at least it's cheap. I don't think Bith have the same sense of taste we do. Long day, as always. Sullio was captain of that checkpoint for years. I never knew why she came here every night until I got her job. We stand at the checkpoints all day long. It gets hot out there and my feet are always killing me. But now I'm in charge and everybody's problems are mine. So I have to deal with all the people begging to get out of the city. Every one of them's got a story. Let me tell you, there are a lot of sad stories out there. She was murdered. I didn't want her job, but I got it now. The same as everyone. People are trying to blame that doctor, Dagon Gent. I don't think even Command believe he did it, but someone's got to take the blame. I almost think that investigators aren't really looking. Dagon's convenient. They don't want to find the real murderer. Sullio was murdered. Maybe even assassinated. I might be a little paranoid. I have a wife and daughter to look after, and I feel like I'm a target now. I'm tempted to just grab my family and take the first shuttle out of here. I really am torn. There are some days where I think I'm a fool to stay. I believe you. How can you know? Never mind that. I think it may be a good idea to turn in my notice. I appreciate the warning.
Nice to meet you, Sentient. Are you interested in a friendly game of Pazak? The deck is warm, the drink is plentiful, and the company amiable. Can I tempt you? Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? Know him. He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but he is a great drinking companion. Never. Dagon thought very highly of the good captain. I did too. She had a sharp wit, that one. Sad to see her go. I'd much rather talk about something else. Focusing on the negative is no way for a gambler to live.
I thought it was you. I served in the Mandalorian Wars with you. You're a Jedi, right? I was one of the ground troops. We fought on Daggery Minor together. It was near the beginning of the war. We didn't win that battle. Enough of the past. The whole galaxy isn't safe for Jedi now, especially here. Onderon has suffered through 3 wars started by fallen Jedi. Do you still serve the Republic? That's the first good news I've had in months. I was sent by the Republic Senate to investigate certain delicate matters that are happening on Onderon. It's worse than we feared. I have to get to Coruscant to deliver my report, but days before I was planning to leave, they started requiring starport visas. After the Jedi Civil War, the Republic was weak, and the cost to the Jedi Order was staggering. This entire region is unstable, and the entire Republic government could collapse. If Onderon secedes, other worlds may follow, and that can't be allowed to happen. Trade between our worlds has brought economic prosperity, and people just take it for granted. All worlds are now interconnected. The Senate also smooths over differences, and is a great instrument for peace. If the Republic falls apart, 1,000 little wars born out of petty rivalries will erupt over time. Eventually, the entire galaxy could be thrown into a dark age. I really can't say. The most I will say is stay clear of General Vaklu. His ambition knows no bounds. I believe the people of Izes are absolutely correct. A civil war is brewing, and Vaklu may very well win if I can't get to Coruscant in time. What do you want to know about that night? Dagon Gent didn't do it. Because he was with me at the time. It's quite simple. Right now, he's accused of murder. If he's convicted, the sentence is death. If he's accused of espionage, let's say assisting a Republic spy, then the penalty for that is death. I'm afraid the Ondoronians are quite fond of their death penalty. So if I stood up for him, he'd be trading one death sentence for another. I was with Dagon in his office at the time of the murder. He definitely wasn't involved with her murder. We were taking great pains not to be seen, which has a certain irony to it, really. If you can free him, please do. He's been invaluable with his help to the Republic. I only wish there was something I could do to help him.
Assuming we get Dagon free, we're going to have a few private words about this. Together, we fought against the Republic during the Mandalorian Wars.
I don't particularly like the idea that he's working for them now.
The information I have is vital to the Senate. I hope you can help. Thank you for the tip. The journey to Coruscant would be more costly and attract more attention. But there are many freighters bound for Telos. Helping me is not without its risks. I know you have Jedi training, so you can probably handle it. But I may be being watched. If that would compromise your mission, perhaps we should go our separate ways.
There's got to be something you need, something you want. I have connections, many connections in the city. I can provide high-quality, unique weapons that you won't be able to find elsewhere. I even have a rare lightsaber crystal, something you'd never find elsewhere. If you need money, I'll pay you 5,000 credits. All I ask is get me one open starport visa. I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions that night. I've got no idea what was going on. Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects. Sort of comes with the territory. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I want to talk to you about anyway. Don't worry what I'll do with a visa. Maybe I'll just take a vacation. Maybe I just want to visit my mother on Nar Shaddaa. Decent citizens like you really don't want to know what I'm going to do with it. I am not going to tell you what I'm using it for. Considering what I'm willing to pay or give you, no questions asked seems reasonable. Many Jedi have fought on this world. One of them lost their lightsaber in the Beast Wars. A reliable source says it's a rare Quixoni crystal. Incredibly rare and valuable.
Quixoni crystals were warmed by a dying sun millennia ago. Only a handful were obtained before the sun went nova. Their power is rumored to be great.
I see that's grabbed your interest, eh? There's only one way you're going to get it. One open starport visa. No visa, no crystal.
Malampro tarawantika sa samcha para guatasha kontia chama umbrata tiwas. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Jone mulera tonkinge ba no jansaka nikaraska. Tanchanik de mawimbo kranta mi bilan. Mungachino taimbre wanachike. Drumba bambwa. Kuntichan muka. Kavadumba kuswaka tayamukata. Kawanabota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosananansata. Chone murlera. Tonkinge ba no jansaka nikaraska. Tanchanik de mawimbo kranta mi bilan. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Takometak playa justing mikigongo beaste. Kun grabi la kingo mulara kichi kuta grasa kisha. Dovrei kun mwili wosa slima po wanga sawana nucha. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Dahupa go sakurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Muliurawa iberendia tia wishnu nunga se. Utati ramata mandrakotu sa minaringadin.
This room is reserved, off-worlder. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance. I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Bekel's turf. She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
Tawini malre, una bola quechua wantungatong. Krachi kusa kunta chubatun borawramwa. John Sobo Marimpa, Komarikata Nimbuna Kea Sorupa Manwante, Nekama Korondi Samarakanti.
Kotor no ranga manatandi groto. Mopiluna wana si jinsi wano bosh. Nunchka wana si jo rana pamanga kan. Mopita wacho si muchuto. Tanto todos tumu karata. Me ranga no roto. Dosi mana rachata. Kotor no ranga manatandi groto. Mopiluna wana si jinsi wano bosh. Sukre masukun ratungala, merontono junsara ka roto, minsukun rakawata, poendo ratamana sobu. Sukre masukun ratungala, Meron tono junsa raka roto. Minsu kun rakawata. Poendo raktamana sobu. Nunchka wana sicho ranaba manga kan. Mopita wacho si mukchoto. Posa non chirinta masukin kura wanka. Posong chinsun mi karanga do maichonga. Tu es rectona tu insula raka rakacha. Kroton oranga manatandi koroto. Mopiuna wana sichin si wano bush.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon. But the Onderon military won't let him off that easy. They're very obstinate. Maybe someone in here will know more about what happened that night.
Aramontok tumukara chukorak. Grun kanwana machi nito rabanaka. Tosimona racha. Gonachi drum paba nakaras.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak. Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Bazak game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blaster and went out the door. When I got out, I saw Captain Sullio. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Gent coming from his office across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there. The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Sullio was our friend. Just outside the door by the junk heap.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized and stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something.